Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and today I'm going to be discussing our upcoming fixture against Brighton and Hove Albion this Sunday evening at the MX Stadium. Both sides go into the game really high on confidence. Arsenal, of course, getting that fantastic win at the Etihad Stadium, 2-0 victory over the champions, so of course we're absolutely buzzing. And then Brighton have just got a 3-2 victory over Ipswich, which was much needed for them. Their form in the Championship this season has been so incredibly patchy, and I think they've underwhelmed a lot of people in a sense because they sit 19th in the table and they don't seem to have emulated the side that they were last season. I think a lot of people would have expected a little bit more from them, but the Championship is so competitive this season. They've got a surprisingly healthy points total with 29 points. You'd think maybe with that points tally they'd be doing a little bit better than they currently are, but it is a very tough division and unfortunately it doesn't look like they're going to be getting promoted this season. But with this cup fixture, anything can happen. We certainly can't be underestimating them going into it. They've got some quality players in their side, but one area of the pitch they do struggle with, in my opinion, is trying to score goals. It says a lot about this when their top goal scorer is actually a centre-half, Lewis Dunk. So I think that's an area of the pitch where maybe we don't have to be too concerned. I think our defence should be able to shackle them a bit, and I think we should be able to cope with that relatively well. But of course, we have played Brighton recently, a couple of years ago in the FA Cup as well, beating them 3-2, where they put up a tremendous fight. Ochoa scored against us back then. Of course, he plays for Leicester now, but it just shows the determination of their side. I remember 2 goals coming from Olivier Giroud, 2 absolutely cracking goals, and then a really fluky goal by Theo Walcott. So we know that we can't underestimate him, and I think the last thing we want at the moment is a replay, which is just another opportunity for us to pick up injuries. So I think it's really important that we do the job in this game. We go with a strong yet rotated lineup. A couple of names that have been flying about recently are the likes of Chuba Akpom. It'd be really great if we I wouldn't mind actually seeing him start this game. He's a player that's been flirting in and around the first team for a while now. A really exciting talent, and I think he's got everything that it takes to be a top forward for us at the moment. With Danny Welbeck out, with Olivier Giroud potentially needing a rest, this is a great opportunity for him to stake a claim in the side. I think he's a player that I'd really like to see start this game. The Arsenal team that I'd like to see in full is David Ospina cementing his place in goal, Hector Bellerin at right back, Callum Chambers, Per Mertesacker, Kieran Gibbs, Francis Coquelin, Santi Cazorla, Theo Walcott, Mesut Ozil, Alexis Sanchez and Chuba Akpom up top. I would like to see Santi Cazorla deployed a little bit deeper in the pitch so that we can accommodate him and Mesut Ozil in the same side. Arguably, Cazorla maybe does need a rest, but I think considering the form he's on, considering he's had a week to rest for this game, I think it would be ludicrous not to start him, and I'd like to see how he performs with Mesut Ozil in the side. Personally, I don't think that we're going to do this. I think that the chances are that we'll probably rest Cazorla and we'll bring in Aaron Ramsey into the side, playing again alongside someone like Francis Coquelin, who I do think should stay in the side considering he's on really good form as well. Maybe possibly Matthew Flamini could start the game, Thomas Rosicky could start the game, Chamberlain might start the game, Joel Campbell, another player that I haven't even mentioned yet, should probably be starting this game. Possibly could line up with Joel Campbell and Theo Walcott on the flanks like we did similarly in the whole game, and maybe start with Alexis Sanchez up top. But I really would like to see some youth integrated into the side, so definitely I would like to see Chuba Akpom start this game. Hector Bellerin continuing at right back, Callum Chambers in central defence. I would prefer Laurent Koscielny to be rested for this game and Per Mertesacker to continue playing, as he barely ever seems to get injured. But I think it's a strong team. A side certainly capable of beating this Brighton team. Away from home, it's not going to be easy. But I think the major talking point is how we are going to try and cope with putting Mesut Ozil and Santi Cazorla in the same team. Personally, I do think Cazorla's going to be rested for this game, and we'll see Ozil deployed in the number 10 role. But it'd be really exciting to see them both start the game. I don't want either of them to be pushed out to the flanks. I don't think that's going to do either player any good. I would like to see Cazorla, like I've already said, deployed in that deeper midfield role. I think considering that he's putting in a lot more grit in the midfield now, he's doing a lot more defending, I think this would be a perfect opportunity for us to do that, because there's not too much risk in this game, because we should have enough talent going forward to outscore Brighton at least, and we've got a fairly stable defence. Considering Szczesny's been dropped, should I say, and whilst David Ospina has come into the team, we haven't even conceded a goal yet, so our defence is looking fairly reassuring, very reassuring in fact. Monreal playing really well, he's another one that could start this game, but I like to see Kieran Gibbs start personally. Szczesny could come back into the team. I mean, this would be an opportunity for him to redeem himself, but I don't particularly want to drop in-form players. I don't want to drop Ospina, I don't want to drop Bellerin, I don't want to drop Coquelin, I don't want to drop Cazorla. I think there's so much talent in that side going forward and defensively, and I just don't think it would do their confidence any good if we were to drop them at this point, but it should be a really good game. Also, if you're watching this on my own channel, AFC Game by Game, then be sure to leave your questions in below for my 2,000 subscriber Q&A, which I'll be doing at some point next week. First and foremost, it's absolutely crazy that I've got to 2,000 subscribers. I can't thank you enough for that, but I'll be getting onto that a little bit later in the week. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like, rate and subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV, AFC Game by Game, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.